So I'm Clay Faircloth. I'm a candidate for Congress, the United States House of Representatives seat in District 6. Like you, I'm a Democrat because I'm with the party that makes the most difference in everyday Americans' lives. And also, we are the only party that has a seat at our table for everyone. Folks, as we all know, this is a defining moment in American history. Lies, mistruths, and false shepherds have led many of our fellow Tennesseans to go astray. They are discouraged and have lost faith in our democratic republic. In desperation, they're turning to an autocratic leader, believing in simple solutions to our complex problems. But you know as I that this will destroy us as a nation. But there is hope. We Americans have proven time and time again that we can and will rise up against tyranny and take our country back. We do this through our collective power to stop and listen and lend a hand to those who are frustrated, those who are fearful, and those in need. With compassion, we can bridge our differences. I know we can because my life work has been about that. And this is what my campaign is about. I'm born and raised in Middle Tennessee. I know our people because I'm one of us. I'm a pastor, a master's degree counselor, and community engagement specialist with our Metropolitan Action Commission. I serve our economically challenged communities, helping people develop skills to lift themselves out of poverty. These roles have taught me many lessons: humility, patience, leadership, and listening skills, and the ability to relate to almost anyone. I'm a servant leader who you can depend on to be your voice in Washington. Listen, today, our 6th district is a hybrid district. It's both urban and rural, as we all have been talking about and we know. And representing all of our people requires someone who can do just that. And I am that hybrid candidate. Listen, I was raised on a farm right outside of Nashville when it was still a town. And I still live on that family land. And I pastor a church in East Nashville. And along with helping our struggling families in our inner cities, on many levels, this qualifies me as the best person to be a voice for all of our people. Look, I believe that government needs to stay out of our private lives. It needs to spend our money wisely, focus on providing the infrastructure, safety, and support for our communities to thrive. We should help each other to realize the promises of America and not just line the pockets of the rich. To help you understand what I believe in and what I will fight for in Congress, I want to list a few things for you today. First and foremost, women must have reproductive freedom nationwide. We must push to expand all freedoms to all people, regardless of their gender or their orientation. We must push to pay our teachers well and to make sure our students are safe in our schools. We must ensure that all Americans have access to quality health care in their neighborhoods. Our borders must be secure, but we still need to have legal, compassionate entry and care for those in other parts of the world that are experiencing such distress. Guns simply cannot have more freedoms than people. Of course, climate change is real. All we have to do is watch the weather, right? Whenever they try to break into our best programming. And then, of course, this is the one that really is undercurrent, but it really is important to all of us. The despair that is causing the drug abuse epidemic in our country, we've got to quit ignoring that and address those mental health issues and problems from the get-go. Remove the customer from that equation. Back on the farm, my grandfather would often ask me to help him out. And one day he was working on his truck, and I was back there playing around. I guess I was 7 or 8 years old. And I heard him say, "Hey, buddy, I need your help." And I could hear the urgency in his voice, and so I ran around the truck to see what was going on, and he was holding his hand, and blood was running down his arm into his sleeve. And he said, "I need you to run up to the house as fast as you can and get help." So sensing the urgency of the situation, I quit playing, and I took off to run as fast as I could to the house. I want you to know today, when I look into the eyes of our children, both the inner city and rural, when I see that they're afraid to attend school, but it's the only place they may get to eat that day. When I hear the frustrations of people with anything but a level playing field to achieve their dreams, when I see moms and dads, two income families struggling to make ends meet, seniors making choices between food and life-saving medicines, our homeless veterans and mentally ill roaming our streets. Today I hear the urgency of their cries, and when I look into their eyes, I see the desperation, the helplessness, the hopelessness. People need someone who cares, and I'm that someone. Listen, I'm running to the house to get help as fast as I can. But what I need for you to know and what I'm learning is this is not a sprint. It's a marathon. And along the way, I've got to have your support. I need your support financially. I need your support encouragingly. I need you to covenant with us, to stand with us, to fight for our people, to fight for our freedoms, and to fight for our futures. Thank you, and thank you for this time today.